What's up, Magic lovers? Today I have a classic trick for you. This is a trick that was created by Paul Curry, and this trick is out of this world. He actually used this trick to fool Winston Churchill during World War II, famously, and he had him repeat this trick over and over, and it's one of those classic must-know magic tricks. Today we will be using, because I know some of you ask, the Knock Pro Edition. And this one is in black. And if you don't know about the Knock Pros, you should get some. They're awesome. And let's get into it. All right, so this trick is very interesting in the fact that it actually uses a couple of cards that we're going to use as indicators. So let's go ahead and gather those up. Let's see here. And we'll use the aces in this particular case, just to keep things nice and consistent. And we'll go ahead and use the ace of hearts, and we'll come back to these later to make things a little bit more interesting later on in the trick. So this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna have your spectator guess as to which card is red and black. So let's say they start off the back, they're like black, black, red, 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 black, black, red, red, black, red, black, red, red, black, red, black. You know what? Change that one over there. That one's gonna be a red one. Just got a feeling. Black, red, 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 black, black, and red, red. And now here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to switch it up and mess them up. Let's see if I can mix them up. I have a feeling that they're doing pretty good. So I'm gonna try to now put the red cards on this side and the black cards on this side. So that's gonna be red, red, black, 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 red, black, black, red, red, black, 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 red, 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 black, black, red, black, red, red, black, black. Now hopefully we perform this pretty well. So let's take a look at how they did. So if we gather the cards here together and we flip them over, you will see that they actually performed extremely well, being that all the red cards here are all together, and believe it or not, all the black cards are here together. And if we look at this side, we've got all the red cards here together and all the black cards here together. That is amazing. Let's learn how it's done. Your setup, and there is a setup, is going to be very simple. And when I show you, you might think it's too simple, but this tends to fool most people. You have all red cards, right? And then you have all black cards. And that is pretty much your setup. Now there is one other thing that I like to do, me personally, when I am performing out of this world, and is I like to have one-way backs. That way I can have one of the backs facing one way and one of the backs facing the other way. And that's how you know at what point of the trick you need to stop. That's your halfway point. So let's go ahead and get out our markers, the aces. Let's just go ahead and take them out. And sometimes I like to just kind of take out a black one, then take out a red one, then kind of go back through. That way everything seems as if it's completely mixed up. And at this point, the orientation of the aces does not matter. All you need to know is what color is on top that you're going to be starting with. Now, let's say we start with our red and black cards here. And we'll put the others to the side now. We know that the red cards are on top, and like I said, I know which direction the cards are facing. So I know that the reds are going to be facing one way, the black cards will be facing another way. So at this point, it's all red cards. No matter what I'm choosing here, all of the red cards are going to be going down in the same place, right? And all I'm really doing at this point is I'm looking for that indicator, right? I'm looking for that indicator that's going to tell me that I have stopped at the correct position now. Like my one-way marks are telling me right now that the last card I put down was red. Last card I put down here is red, but the card that's coming up next is black. So at this point, you want to stop the trick and say, I'm going to try to confuse you. I think you're doing good. Now, sometimes I like to go one further. Now, this is an option. I like to go one further and make them get it wrong and say, you know what? I think you're doing really good. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna put this over here, and I'm gonna try to mix you up a little bit. And this is something to kind of throw them off and not make it so perfect. All right. So we're gonna put a red marker here and a black marker here, and let's continue. So at this point, you can put the cards anywhere you'd like. It doesn't even matter. Doesn't matter how many go in each pile or anything like that. And you're just gonna run through the cards all the way. Sometimes I say, let's do a speed round. And at this point, I know that this side is correct because we started with the reds. So I like to pick this up here, right? Pick this entire packet up, turn them upside down, and spread all the way through, showing them that they got all the cards correct. Now, when I go to pick up the second pile, because I know they're all incorrect, one of the things that I do is I go to pick it up, and I can either pick up this card first and place it on top, right? That's one option. Or another option I've seen a couple of people do, like David Blaine. He'll go to pick up the entire packet, right? And once he picks up the entire packet, he leaves one card down, just picks them up and flips them over and spreads them out and shows that they're all correct. Or another option is you go to pick up, let me flip these back over so you can see what we're working with here. You go to pick up the cards here, right? And you kind of just pick them up like this and just flip them over on top and then proceed to spread them out, correcting that one red card there in the middle. And while they are distracted looking just to make sure that they got every single black card on this side, that's when you make your move to the other side. And that's when you show that they actually, in fact, got everything correct. So that's the move here. It's all towards this one side. Let me get that other ace flipped over so you can see what we're talking about here. Okay, so once again, get everything on this side. Let's see if I can get the camera angled a little further down. There we are. Okay, so you have everything on this side. Once this side is flipped over, everything on this side is gonna be correct. So you're gonna come over here. And one of the things I like to do, you can come over here and pick this up slightly. This is how I like to do it. One of the ways I believe in the performance, I kind of just pulled this card forward and just did one of these here, which is another way you can do it too. And you know, it's all personal preference on how you want to do these things. But honestly, it sort of really doesn't even matter, you know. Let's say we've got this one here, we got all of our black cards here. All right, we're all spread out just like this. All right. Boom, boom, boom. And we got this one on top like this. Okay, spread out. So you're gonna go to grab the cards. All right, you're gonna grab all the cards. And like I said, you can kind of just move this one to the side, place it on top, flip all the cards over and spread them all out, showing that they're all correct. And that's pretty much how this trick is done. Now, there are plenty of decks out there that have one-way marks. It's pretty easy to find. You can also make them yourself if you like. One of the ways that I like to do that is with a bicycle deck. And I do not have an example here, so I'll go grab one and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so you don't need a special deck of cards to make one-way markings, but one of the ways you can do it for cheap is to get a red Sharpie and a red Riderback deck of cards. And one of the ways I like to do it, if you see right here, looks like there's a small flower. Let's see if I can get a zoom in on that. Right here. I don't know if I'm gonna get this to focus here. Right there, you see that little flower markings? So if you put a small dot right in the middle of that, that is the perfect one-way marking. And some decks have even taken that exact idea and used it for their one-way markings. So I like to just dab it lightly until all the black is gone, or excuse me, until all the white is gone. And I'll do that on the exact other side. And this is the result. Well, you're gonna wanna let them dry separately, but this is the result, and you can very easily see which way is which, right? So quickly you can get and nobody else is gonna notice this but you can quickly get a notice on which direction that's going in. And a fun fact, this actually works perfect as a key card as well. So keep that in mind, okay? Some cards come in with those one-way designs built in, and some of them you might have to make. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I'll see you in the next one.
Magic lovers, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.